Hello everyone, welcome to Fine Wine of the Old World. Today I'd like to speak to you about Malbec. I hope you enjoy the video and I hope you drink responsibly. So, what is Malbec and where it comes from? So, there is a theory that the Malbec grape was brought by Hungarian peasant to France, and then it used to be cultivated then in France. And there is also a theory that Malbec was not originally Malbec, but it was in fact Côte, and that Côte was coming from Burgundy regions. But I'm very happy that we speak about a Hungarian peasant, because what I've got for you today, it is a Malbec from Hungary. I'm a very lucky owner of this wine. You'll also find out a little bit later on that this Malbec wine is not so easy to find in Europe, at least not 100% Malbec. I have this bottle, and this bottle comes from southern part of Hungary, and it is grown, the grape itself is grown close by Danube River. The problem about the special bottles, I realized that is, great to have them, but at the same time you just never want to open them unless you have like a really good occasion. But I would have to have like a really good occasion like every weekend probably, because at the moment nothing is going on and I have a lot of wine in my cellar downstairs. So why is Malbec so special? Malbec is so special for me because I really like its deep purple color. So it means that the grape's skin is very thick and it has a lot of phenolic compounds in it, and I really like Malbec for it. In general, Malbec needs a lot of sun, and unfortunately it's quite sensitive to the poor weather conditions, which is, for example, frost, and also unfortunately it's quite sensitive to pests. So for that reason it's not a perfect grape to be grown in France, although French still grow this as to be a part of a blend, and I will talk about this a little bit further on. But because of these growing conditions, it was nicely adopted by Argentina. So I don't think they are upset about it. But yeah, that's why if you go to the shop and you want to find a Malbec bottle, most likely you would find 90% of them coming from Argentina, Mendoza region. So that's why I'm very happy that I got the bottle that is 100% Malbec and it comes from Hungary. So you see why it's not so easy to get 100% Malbec. When it comes to the names, you can find Malbec as Côte, Jacobin, Agreste, Parde, Costa Rosa. So and there are plenty other names. And what happened in France, all the different regions growing this particular grape, they would call it with the local name. That's why you can find Malbec under so many different names in France. Now in France, you can find this grape variety in Cahors, and this region is known for the limestone soils, and they seem to be very positive for maintaining the deep color of Malbec as well as tannin levels. So tannins tend to also be a bit more robust than from other regions. In Cahors, the wine is referred as Côte Noire. This is definitely a grape that would be blended with, for example, Merlot or Tannat. Malbec is also allowed to be a grape blended in Bordeaux region, so you can also find it in the bottle of a Bordeaux blend. And as you saw in my bottle, you can also find it in Hungary and Italy, and you can also find it even in Spain in La Rioja region. The wine itself always has this nice and deep purple inky color. Then the smell, definitely the black fruit, maybe some red fruit as well, but majority would be plum, maybe some black cherries. And also if you have age the wine in the oak, you would find some tobacco, vanilla to it, and also what I like about the wine from French regions, they often would have some earthy notes to it. So wine from the old world would normally be described as wine with robust tannins, but still medium tannin levels. Then acidity medium, then alcohol levels medium as well. But the new world wine would be totally different, and very often they would have a lot of alcohol and also the softer tannins. And the problem in the warmer regions is that very often they might become dull because of not enough acidity in the wine. Food pairing. So I would definitely recommend you having this wine with some red meat. I would have it with a steak, but to be honest, my favorite pairing with this wine would be blue cheese. So as well as the Cabernet Sauvignon, I would also have blue cheese with Malbec very, very happily. And then when it comes to aging, as I always say, we drink it as fresh as possible, but the Malbec from French regions, for example, Cahors, that would possibly last 10 to even 15 years. But then when it comes to the New World, please do drink it as soon as it's released, and they very often are the best within 5 years. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video about Malbec. I actually would like to know whether you ever had a chance to try Malbec, 100% Malbec from Europe. And yeah, please do enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, and see you soon. Bye!